What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Double Z TV, where after 3 years on my show, I'm the champ. And as always, if you don't like it, bite me. So, this one, I started to get the creative juices flowing. People know my main segment on my channel is, one of my main segments is DMD Dream Match Discussion. So I even brought up a personal dream match on an episode of Double Z TV, so I got the creative juices flowing. Not a lot of people talk about dream triple threat matches. So what I did was I composed a list of 10 triple threat matches that would have been great to see. Some are possible to see, some are impossible. These are just 10 that took me a while to put together. But nevertheless, here are 10 Dream Triple Threat matches that would be awesome to see. Number 1, Edge versus Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels. All three men have had history against each other in certain one-on-one matches. Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels trailing all the way back to 2003. You saw an unsanctioned match, a ladder match between them, crazy. Jericho and Edge. Their feud started back up. They really had a big feud in 2010 regarding the World Heavyweight title and Edge's injury. And Edge versus Shawn Michaels stemmed around late 2004 into early 2005, and including a very brutal street fight. And I'm talking about the 2005 one, not 2007. Number 2, one that would have been great that we'll never see, Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit versus Shawn Michaels. We've seen Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit a few times. Benoit and Angle, perfectly magical, and Angle and Shawn Michaels, perfectly magical. Put all three together, who knows what we would have seen. Number 3, one that I've brought up in a past episode of Double Z TV, Triple H versus Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels Triple Threat Hell in a Cell match. If you put those three in a triangle, one at the top and then doing corner, in a cycle, in a certain way, it's almost like rock, paper, scissors. One person has beaten one of the other two people in Hell in a Cell match and lost to the other in Hell in a Cell. Shawn has beaten Undertaker but lost to Triple H Hell in a Cell. Undertaker has lost to Shawn Michaels, beaten Triple H Hell in a Cell. And Triple H has lost to The Undertaker, beaten Shawn Michaels Hell in a Cell. So it's almost like rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. This would determine who was the better one between those three in Hell in a Cell. Number 4, this one we could see one day. CM Punk versus Chris Jericho versus Daniel Bryan. One-on-one matches between any of the two people have been amazing. We've seen them before. Put all three together, you're going to get a fast-paced technical match that you will never forget. Number 5, this we could see in TNA once Kurt Angle gets out of rehab. Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles versus Austin Aries. We've seen AJ and Kurt Angle a handful of times. We finally saw on TNA television of AJ and Austin Aries. I still want to see Aries and Kurt Angle, but put those three together, this will see bodies flying everywhere. Number 6, this one I thought could have been good to see in WWE, maybe 2008, 2009. Jeff Hardy, Chris Jericho, CM Punk. Like I said before, this was also another one where you put any of those two against each other in one-on-one matches. We've seen the magic between them. Put all three together, bam. Number 7, this would be pretty good to see. Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, John Morrison. Enough said. Number 8, CM Punk, Rob Van Dam, Dolph Ziggler. We could see that since all three are in the WWE. A lot of people want to see CM Punk and Rob Van Dam. I think my first DMD video talked about a dream match between Rob Van Dam and Dolph Ziggler, and we've seen Ziggler and CM Punk before at a Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Number 9, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, and Bobby Lashley. You get wrestling, you get big men, you get brawls, and MMA style mixed all in one. And number 10, one that people may or may not agree with. Of course, people are going to bitch because of one name I put in here. But I say John Cena versus CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar. The big thing that I would love to see is all three men have their finisher starting with a fireman's carry position. John Cena, fireman carry takeover. CM Punk, front fireman's carry knee strike. And Brock Lesnar spinning fireman's carry. So with that, they could start off with that position and then use anybody else's finisher. So Cena could do the instead do the GTS or F5. Punk could do the FU or F5 instead, or Lesnar could do the FU or GTS. So they could really throw people off on what finisher they could do because they have it all set up the same way. So that right there are 10 triple threat matches that would have been great to see. Some are possible to see, some are impossible. Comment down below any dream triple threat matches that you would love to see, whether it's just one, a handful, it doesn't matter. Just comment down below any dream triple threat matches you have in mind. My belt almost got stuck. So, thanks for watching, subscribe, and as always, if you want to find me on any site outside of YouTube, channel, about section, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Tout, anything. So, thanks for watching, subscribe. See ya.